Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again on the forex market, particularly speaking on the euro currency. So yesterday was a very important event, a speech of the Jerome Powell on the central banks conference. It was not only Powell, it was Christine Lagarde as well, and others representatives of the central banks, major central banks. And initially, this meeting was not promising something special. So usually, such a kind of meetings, they just passed without any impact on the markets, and nobody just signed them. But this time is quite different. So first of all, Jerome Powell starts speaking about the budget deficit and the huge United States debt. And something needs to do with this, and this is just can't lasting forever and so on. So in fact, the debt topic is not the subject of the Fed policy. And always Powell was standing aside from this subject. So we have shared with our thoughts on this in our Telegram channel. This is definitely the subject for weekly report. But the fact that the chairman of the Fed starts speaking about the debt, this is by itself already a very important event. The sentiment in the Lagarde speech also has changed. She starts speaking that the soft landing is not guaranteed, but just recently they cut the rate, and in every meeting they're suggesting that they see the signs of the recovery in the economy. So the sentiment here has changed, and you could see on the first reaction in the market, it is bearish for the dollar. So the first reaction, this is a dovish statement. So as you know, we have said in the weekly report that we expect big events in the summer, not only in economy but also in geopolicy. Second, we still do not exclude that Fed really could start cutting rate in July. So this is our special meaning, the special idea. So markets right now in consensus suggest that it should happen only in September. So on the first reaction, you can see is on a dovish speech. Another important moment that since Powell starts speaking about this really evidently and objectively, so it means that probably some big decision on the backstage, some big political decision has been made on this subject already. And Powell started preparing the public for possible steps. So what I do mean that this meeting is one of the most important events, I suppose, in the recent few months, because really big statements have been made there. All together, taking it all together, we suggest that, well, at least not excluded that they have decided to put everything on Joe Biden and just withdraw him. Just because big statement from the JP Morgan that they expect collapse on the stock market for 25%. Powell's speech, some congressman attack on the Biden to leave the race, presidential race, and so on. So all these events taken together create some picture that makes us think that maybe this is the event that might happen. So they will put all problems on the Joe Biden. His term is going to the end, and they will just withdraw him, and that's it. So we will see. Now, if we'll take a look at the short-term perspective on what is going on currently on the markets, first of all, although we can see dovish reaction, this is dollar index chart, guys. I wouldn't overestimate it by far, overvalue it by far. So yes, we have some pullback here inside of this consolidation, but it's too small to make some really big conclusions. On euro currency, the one thing that we have to pay attention to is that performance of the market was a high wave pattern. Yesterday when we talked about this, market was in lower bottom. And we talked about the possible downside breakout of the high wave, which should set the bearish sentiment, bearish background of the market, and possible downward continuation. Here you can see that breakout has not happened. Market returned back up on results of this press conference. Now is going up higher. This works. Breakout of the high waves usually works in the same manner as breakout or any classical patterns, such as flags, pennants, and so on. If market has failed to break it in one direction, it probably will try to do this in opposite direction. It means that, well, maybe not for big perspective, but at least on the intraday charts, we could suggest that here some further upward action could start. Market could challenge 10780 area and even try to move slightly higher. So we will see. On the follow time frame chart, the same thing. Yesterday we talked about possible that this might be the fake breakout of this triangle, but as direction has been made by Jerome Powell's speech, market returned back up. This once again is becoming bullish context. Here is a reverse candle is forming. All these things suggest that market could keep going higher. If this speech will get some really big fundamental consequences, it means that the hand and shoulders that we initially and right now we're treating with some suspicious and with some doubts, they could get additional bullish driving factor, an external driving factor. So based on the Fed policy, and that probably could breathe some new life in this pattern and still could try to work. But this is a bit too early to speak about this. Just keep it in mind and remember that we still have more or less valid reverse hand shoulders pattern on the daily chart, so we could use it later if indeed the situation will change. On the hourly chart, I do not see something really very special. So you could see that initial hour suggestion to watch for 10750 area for taking the short position. Well, it has not failed. Indeed, action here for the 30 pips has happened, minor pullback, but it was just retracement on the upward action. Currently, market has almost completed the OP, and in current environment, of course, we will not consider any new short position because we have daily bullish pattern, bullish context. On a follow time frame chart, on the hourly chart, performance also stands bullish. So those who would like to sell euro should wait when this wave will come down a bit. For those who trade on intraday chart, theoretically you could consider taking the long positions. So next target will be around XOP 10783. So market will challenge this probable top. After OP, it probably might be some retracement. So you could watch it and make the decision if you would like to buy to watch for retracement that may happen. That's actually all things that we have. I'm not sure concerning about current trading session because it will be pre-holiday day. You know, tomorrow will be Independent Day in the United States. On Friday we'll get the payroll, so maybe activity today will be not as really high as usual. So we'll see.